So yet again, here we are talking about Halo Infinite, and there is some stuff going on at 343 Industries, and you guys know me. I'm going to talk about it. I want to talk about exactly what's going on at 343, give you my honest opinion on what I personally think is going on, and whether or not it's going to impact negatively, as of right now, Halo Infinite. But before we get on with the video, hit that like button if you guys enjoyed the video. You can always subscribe to the channel for weekly content, and don't forget to go over there on Twitter and follow me at Lord Addict IOP. Without any further ado, let's talk about the stuff going in at 343. What's going on, you guys? Gaming out of here, coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about 343. You guys know how big of a fan I am of the Halo brand and how much I want Halo Infinite to be good. But at the end of the day, it does look like that reality is starting to slip away more and more every time we hear more news about Halo Infinite. From how they continuously hire contractors to develop on Halo Infinite, all the way into how they've lost multiple directors of this project in a matter of a couple years. And not to mention the infamous Craig that we got from the July event where they showed the first gameplay of Halo Infinite and how the state of the game looked in that demo. So it does look like, once again, Halo 343 are all in the news. It's going around every outlet you can think of on the internet, especially Twitter, that Chris Lee is leaving the project. Chris Lee has been one of the main figures of Halo Infinite for the past couple years, and he has shaped it to what it is today. Regardless if you feel it's good or bad, a lot of people generally think that what they've seen on Halo Infinite so far, we want to see this game in a better state. But it does look like he is not leaving Microsoft in general. He's just leaving 343 and going to another studio maybe, or maybe he'll just go to like corporate Microsoft, and we really have no idea where he's going. It's hard to tell in this type of environment. He could be going to Microsoft in general, or he could be going to any of the studios they bought, considering they just bought all of Bethesda. All those studios are up for debate too. We really have no clue until he comes openly admits where he's going, or he might just be leaving Microsoft in general and everyone's getting this wrong, which I do think that's a possibility too. He might be looking for an opportunity outside the Microsoft brand because he has been there since like 2006 or 2008, and he might be really on the verge of wanting something new, because once you do something for a certain amount of time, you get burnt out, and he might want something new to do with his time before he eventually retired. Now, I see a lot of people on Twitter and any type of forums that want to blame solely on this individual of where Halo is now. Now, he has been the director for a little bit, so it would be fair to say he does have some responsibility in terms of what is going over there on at 343, but he's not the only person over there. We got Bonnie Ross, we got everyone under him. The studio is supposed to run like an engine, and when one piston isn't working correctly, obviously the entire engine is going to have issues. Now, in terms of my personal belief and exactly what I think is going on with Chris leaving, I think Jason Staten, I probably butchered his name, I think when he came in, he was originally supposed to take his position, and they might have gave Chris the option. It's like, look, you can go to another place where you might have a ladder move, or if you want to stay at 343, you might have to get demoted. Now, that's just speculation, that's just my opinion. I have no clue what's going on over there at 343. For all I know, it could be completely negative and he left because of more issues going on over there at 343. But to me personally, I feel like this is mainly just restructuring going on at 343, and it's not necessarily meaning anything's good or meaning anything's bad. I personally feel like by now, whatever is Halo Infinite is going to be Halo Infinite. I don't think they're going to make any drastic changes. I don't think they're going to completely ditch the game and restart another game. This game's going to be coming out hot or cold, probably in the next 6 months. Hopefully it'll get delayed to like holiday or even maybe in 2022, so they can really fine comb this game and fix a lot of the issues that it's having. Maybe the slip space engine is an issue because where it's a relatively new engine, they're having a hard time really optimizing and figuring out the way that they want to use this engine. But there's clearly something wrong with this game at this time. We've had multiple directors leave. We've had multiple people come out and say that they're using a lot of contractors. I don't know exactly what's going on over there, but that has been reported in the past. Like I said, they've lost directors. There's clearly something wrong with this game, and I do think that Microsoft needs to get over there and they need to restructure this whole game. Now, clearly that is what I would like them to do. I would like them to restructure the entire 343, because I do believe that that is a talented studio that is just poorly managed at this point. We don't really know what's going on, but all we have to do is just see what's going on. Multiple delays. We've had the, you know, the infamous July footage. Something is clearly going on, and if they can't do it because it would interfere with releasing Halo Infinite, look, if Halo Infinite doesn't come out and it's at least an average Halo game, and I'm setting the bar low, then clearly everyone over there in terms of management, in my personal opinion, might need to get restructured. We might need new blood in there. Now, even if the game's an average game, I still think we should probably need some new blood in there, because clearly there's something wrong with the way that that studio is functioning. Now, you guys know how I feel about the Gears franchise. I think it's okay, but it's nothing special. I'm really saying that Coalition has lapped 343 Industries. I'm sure they've had some hiccups, but for the most part, Coalition has rebranded the Gears franchise and they've opened it up to generations of new gamers. And I can honestly think that 343 has failed to do that, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And it looks like with Halo Infinite, it's definitely going to be a very underwhelming game. I hope I'm wrong. It's just, I gotta call it out, man. You guys know I have videos defending 343, and to a point, I still think 343 has potential. It's just they might need new leadership. We'll have to see exactly what happens when Halo Infinite drops. But yeah, Chris Lee left. It is definitely another reason as a Halo fan, as an Xbox fan in general, to show concern to where the 343 is taking Halo and to what Halo Infinite is going to be, because that's supposed to be like a 10-year game. It's not supposed to be just a one game and then they move on to the next. They're supposed to put all the games together, and I'm very concerned on what this product's going to be at launch. But until we see the project at least one more time before release, I'm going to keep my expectations really in check when it comes to Halo Infinite, and that's just how it's going to be for this going on forward. Now, normally I ask a question at the end of every video to get a kind of, you know, an engagement out of my audience, but since I've probably asked what the state of 343 is multiple times, I'm going to ask you guys this. Do you guys feel like Halo Infinite should just be canceled and they should just restructure and rebrand it and maybe focus a little bit more on the Slip Space engine, and maybe 3 years come out with another Halo? I know that would be a lot of money for Microsoft, an absurd amount of money for Microsoft, but I'm starting to think if it still continues this direction and we still see the download with all this bad news with Halo Infinite, that maybe Halo needs to completely be rebuilt from the ground floor into a completely different direction, and maybe we can save this brand. But that's just me. You know, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. This is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace.